This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Greetings viewers, you're watching Pulse of Africa. I am Samia Mohammed, bringing you today's latest news. First, here are our top stories. Qatar has shared a draft peace agreement with the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the M23 rebel group. Ghanaian President Mahama embarks on diplomatic tour to Japan and Singapore. Uganda has inaugurated its first large-scale gold mine and refinery project. Now, the news in detail. Qatar has shared a draft peace agreement with the Democratic Republic of the Congo and the M23 rebel group as a part of the ongoing Doha peace process, the Congolese media reported on Sunday, citing a Qatari official. Although the timeline set in the Doha Declaration of Principles for the signing of the agreement was not met, both parties responded positively to the facilitator and expressed their willingness to continue negotiations. A Qatari official engaged in the mediation efforts told the Al-Qudsite CD News website. The Qatari official expressed hope that the on-the-ground challenges could be quickly addressed through dialogue and sincere engagement from both sides. The Congolese government and the M23 rebels signed a declaration of principles on July 19 in Doha, Qatar, following the U.S. brokered peace deal between Congo and Rwanda in Washington, D.C. on June 27. One of Al-Shabaab's most wanted senior commanders was killed by Somali forces during a special operation in Bakool region, southwestern Somalia, the country's defense ministry confirmed Sunday. The ministry announced in a press release that Hussein Muallim Hassan, a key figure in the Al-Shabaab terrorist group for over 15 years and one of its most wanted senior leaders, was killed on Saturday night. The deceased had played a pivotal role in the planning and execution of terrorist attacks against civilians in the central and southern regions of Somalia, said the ministry. It added that the elimination of Muallim provided strategic impetus to the intensified campaign to degrade Al-Shabaab terrorists, including those in the group's leadership structure. An earthquake with a magnitude of 5.8 struck Tebessa province in eastern Algeria at 2011 local time. On Sunday, the Researcher Center in Astronomy, Astrophysics and Geophysics reported. According to the CRAAG, the epicenter was located 10 kilometers southeast of Negrin in Tebessa province. It added that the second tremor with a magnitude of 4.7 was recorded at 2022 local time as an aftershock, with its epicenter located 26 kilometers southeast of Negrin. The quake was felt in several neighboring areas, including Kenchela, Sok, Ahraz, and Al-Quwait. No damages or casualties have been reported so far. Meanwhile, the U.S. Geological Survey reported that an earthquake with a magnitude of 5.1 jolted 47 kilometers west of Chibeka, Tunisia at 1911 GMT on Sunday with an epicenter depth of 10 kilometers. President John Mahama has left Ghana for a two-nation visit to Japan and Singapore to deepen bilateral ties, attract investment, and promote trade under the Settling Ghana agenda. In Japan, he will attend TICAD IX, deliver a keynote on trade, and met officials from JICA, JETRO, and Prime Minister Shigeru Ishiba. He will also lead the Ghana Presidential Investment Forum. In Singapore, Mahama will hold talks with President Tharman Shanmugaratnam and Prime Minister Lawrence Wong and address the Africa-Singapore Business Forum to boost investment in Ghana's private sector. The tour aims to expand market access, secure technical cooperation, and strengthen economic partnership, according to the Ghana President Office. Turning to other stories. China launched a new group of low Earth orbit internet satellites from the Taiwan Satellite Launch Center in northern Shaanxi province on Sunday. A modified Long March 6 rocket carrying the ninth group of satellites for forming an internet constellation was launched at 10:15 p.m. It has sent the satellites into their preset orbits. The carrier rocket, developed by Shanghai Academy of Spaceflight Technology, is designed for meeting diverse and intensive launch of requirements for single and multiple satellites in tandem, parallel, stacked wall-mounted, and piggyback configuration. The launch marks the 590th mission of the Long March carrier rocket series. The United States has ordered the deployment of air and naval forces to the Southern Caribbean Sea to address threats from Latin American drug cartels, three sources briefed on the decision, told Reuters on Thursday. President Donald Trump has wanted to use the military to go after Latin American drug gangs that have been designed as global terrorist organizations. The Pentagon had been directed to prepare options. One U.S. official who was speaking on the condition of anonymity said the additional commitment of military assets would include several P-8 spy planes, at least one warship, and at least one attack submarine.
The story of resurgent Ethiopia and burgeoning Africa is here, only on the Pulse of Africa channel. All the time, Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.
Moving on to business news. Uganda has inaugurated its first large-scale gold mine and refinery, $250 million Chinese-owned project in Busia District to refine gold to 99.9% purity and boost export earnings. The Wagagai gold mining project is expected to process 5,000 tons of ore daily and produce 1.2 metric tons of refined gold annually, a major increase from the country's 2023 output of just 0.0042 tons. Gold is Uganda's top export, earning $3.4 billion last year, 37% of total export revenue, though most came from re-exports and small-scale mining. The government aims to grow domestic production and add value to its mineral sector. President Yoweri Museveni said revenues will fund infrastructure like power plants and a £2.7 billion standard gauge railway to Kenya to cut transport costs. Finally, the South African arm of Japanese automaker Isuzu Motors aims to be a manufacturing hub of commercial trucks for the African market. Billy Tom, president of CEO of Isuzu Motors in South Africa, told Reuters he has been engaging with Japan on the plan. We're saying to them, instead of producing vehicles in Japan, you've got a facility in Africa. We can't produce the vehicles here, Tom said. Isuzu has done some successful trials of manufacturing a truck and its body locally, Tom said. Some of its truck bodies are imported from countries like China and the Middle East. Before we close, here is a quick look at the latest global commodities price updates. Next, let's take a look at the current weather forecast. That's all from Pulse of Africa today. Thank you for being with us.
This is Pulse of Africa, the face of Ethiopia, the voice of Africa.